Welcome back, everyone. You may be in a situation where your iPhone, for some reason, just keeps on freezing up. Now, this could be for a couple of different reasons. You may actually get a little pop-up on your phone that says your iPhone is super cold. You need to let it cool down. That is a different type of frozen. Basically, in that case, you'll just need to let your iPhone, cool down a little bit. Typically, when you have a really slow iPhone, when you have an iPhone that is constantly hanging and has a lot of apps opening up and or just not opening up and it's just constantly just freezing all the time, this can happen because of multiple different reasons, but one of the most common ones that I've seen is typically a software update. So if you're using a phone that's super old, let's say an iPhone 6 or an iPhone 5 or something like that, then it's pretty typical that those type of devices are going to be slow regardless. But if you have a phone like an iPhone 12 or iPhone 10 or iPhone, even 6S or 7 as of this point, then you shouldn't really be experiencing those many freezing times, especially on these newer iPhones. So typically that means that you are on a faulty version of software and you're just going to have to update your software, which is very easy. So in that case, all you have to do is open up your settings app just like this. You want to scroll down into general, you want to click software update, and you want to make sure that you're up to date on one of the most recent versions of software. If you're on a super outdated version of software, then chances are you're going to run into problems regardless. So make sure you're up to date on one of the more recent versions of software. And if this is the case, then you're perfectly set if you're up to date. Now, the next thing what I would recommend doing is this is something that's pretty insane and it may sound really weird, but most of the time back in the day, whenever I experienced a lot of phones, freezing up or whatever, sometimes I would have accessories that weren't really native Apple accessories plugged into my device. And for some reason, that was really kind of, messing up what my device was doing and making my phone overheat and all those things. And it would freeze my phone up like crazy. And one of those things was plugging in, Apple chargers and just weird things into my phone. And it would just cause so many problems for my phone. So things like this would be like 9 or like 12-foot, generic Apple chargers that you can get at like the dollar store. Those type of things froze my phone all the time. And I don't know if this is like a super popular thing or something everyone knows about or everyone's experience, but that is something I would stay away from. If you notice that your phone freezes up a lot or it hangs up a lot when you're plugging your phone into a non-generic charger, or to a generic charger, whichever it is, a fake one, then you're going to want to make sure that you switch away from that. And you're probably going to have to stop using that charger if you want to have a smooth experience on your phone. Like I said, that's something that I've experienced a lot on these type of devices. So that is something to keep in mind. Apple has a lot of like fail guards or safeguards. So whenever something like that happens, it'll just kind of, not emit power or not use that specific thing. But sometimes if it does use that charger, it may, cause some problems. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Now, those are really the main ways. If your phone is still like, and none of the things that I stated, actually, are affecting you, then I would always recommend just, restarting your device. So go ahead and hold down your buttons that you need to on the iPhone 10 or newer. You can just hold down the volume up button and the side button. If you have an iPhone that has a home button, just hold down that side button here. And that's all you have to do, and power off your phone and restart it back on. And typically this should end up fixing the issues. A simple reboot, things like this can happen. And as long as you're up to date on the most recent version of software, then you should be okay. And if it's a widespread issue, Apple is probably working on a fix right now. So whenever the new update comes out, you pretty much just have to update to that. So that's really pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much you guys can hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my other channels. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.